Hello, my fellow Amazonian. Hello, my fellow YouTubers, YouTubies, YouTubettes. You are watching Imperial Nerds, and this is an Imperial comic book video. I don't know what to say. Anyway, so I just wanted to do a video showing my haul for the past 2 months. I'm probably gonna make this like a monthly video. Like every month, I'll show my haul of comic books for the month. And since I have a few that I want to share with you guys that are past the month, I decided to go with 2 months. 2 months of comic book. So this might be a little longer video than usual, but I love you guys. And if you love comic books, it's all good, right? But I do have something to say. In this video, there will be 2 digital codes given out for movies. You like movies? Yes. Yes, I like movies. You like movies? I'm going to be giving out the video code for Black Mass with Johnny Depp. Pretty awesome movie. And I will be giving away the code for The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio, which is pretty cool. He fights a bear. You know what I mean? Come on now. He fights a bear. That's all you need to see. Him fight a bear. So anyway, I'm not going to spoil it, say who won. Bear power or Leonardo DiCaprio power. But anyway, I'll sneak those codes in throughout the video. So the people that watch them, boop. And please, guys, if you get the code, if you use the code, definitely comment below. Let the others know, hey, I got the code. Don't waste your time just logging in, entering codes, do that. You know, it's just a pain in the booty, you know, to do all that. And then the code don't work. So please, if you use the code, comment below. If not, I'll stop giving away these codes. I'll stop giving away these codes, guys. If you guys aren't nice, I won't be nice. But anyway, if you're new to this channel, I unbox toys, I unbox movies, you know, just cool stuff, nerdy stuff, I guess. And every movie that I unbox that has a digital code, I do give it away because I could care less about digital codes. I like the physical. I like to touch it, feel it, hold it, rub it. So anyway, if you like movies, you want free codes, definitely subscribe, follow, comment, share, whatever you want. So let's get to comic books. So anyway, guys, I've been collecting comic books since I was, man, a kid. I was that little when I started collecting comic books. I was a big fan of X-Men. I was a big fan of Marvel mostly. And I stopped collecting for a while. I got back into it. And now, believe it or not, I'm actually buying mostly all DC comic books. Because Marvel's going through the whole Civil War stuff. And I already went through that whole Civil War. So I know it's a little different and stuff like that. But it's once again Civil War. Marvel Civil War. I don't want to buy Marvel Civil War. I already bought it a couple years ago. And I read them all. And they were awesome. So DC came out with DC Rebirth. I really haven't bought that many DC comic books to really know if this is a repeat storyline or, you know, kind of like a same old. I wasn't a DC fan until now. So I used to buy a few Batmans, a few Supermans, of course, you know, the basics, the main guys. But yeah, so now I'm totally into DC. I'm loving these Rebirth titles, and I've been stacking up on them and reading them. So let's get to see which ones I did buy, which ones I actually do enjoy. I'll try not to give any spoilers, but if you don't want spoilers, I don't know. I'll try not to, but I don't know if I will or not. Anyway, let's start off with DC Rebirth, the basic, you know, the one-shotter thingy. These were pretty good. Then this is actually what got me into continuing reading Rebirth, because I wasn't that interested in Rebirth. You know, I read the articles before it came out. I read the stories, you know, little hints here and there. I read about this and that, and nothing really got me into it until I read these like one-shot number ones. And I read the part where Dr. Man, spoiler, boop. If you don't know about Rebirth, then I might say a couple spoilers right now. So stay tuned. I mean, tune out, plug your ears, skip something. I don't know, but I'm about to say, I'm gonna say some spoilers. I'm just going to say some spoilers. Sorry, guys. I have to talk about it. It's been out for a while, so if you don't know what's going on, then you snooze, you lose. Anyway, what got me into this storyline was Dr. Manhattan, pretty much. I mean, I love the Watchmen. I love the Watchmen comics. I love the Watchmen movie. The Watchmen movie to me is awesome. Is gritty. Is dark. You know, I wish the Avengers were like that, you know, not so graphic and violent, but a little more grittier and darker, you know, like 300, you know, like the Watchmen, of course. So I liked it. I loved it. So, and then they pretty much disappeared, right? There was no Watchmen for a while. You didn't hear nothing about none of them. And then all of a sudden, Rebirth comes out. I read this little one-shot Rebirth, and boom! At the end, you see the little smiley face from the Watchman. Like, what? Mind blown. So I was intrigued. Let's just say I was intrigued, and to know that Dr. Manhattan is somehow involved in here just got me so curious that I've been collecting them, buying them, and just loving them. So I'm glad to see that. Hopefully, DC is going to do something once again with the Watchmen and with Dr. Manhattan, because I love that group of guys. They're crazy. It's just, I like it. So from there, I started buying the Wonder Womans. As you can see, I got number 1. Try to raise you guys up a bit. Number 1. And then I try to get the variant, as they say, very cool. I like these covers with the DC logos in the bottom. I think they look really nice. I actually buy mine from Midtown Comic Books online. They usually sell them for $2.99, but Midtown sells them for $2.50. You do have to pay shipping and handling, but the shipping and handling at Midtown is not really that bad. And I usually buy them every 2 weeks. You know, I don't buy it the one 1 week. I don't get them because just to save on shipping. Because if I buy them weekly, I think it's $5 or $6. That's going to add up to like $20+ a month that I'll spend just on shipping. So I try to order twice from Midtown, get 2 nice stacks. And yeah, the DC Wonder Woman Rebirths have been pretty good. Nothing really that amazing has happened so far that I could say that, oh man, these are so epic to get. But they are. She is, to me, starting to realize something is going on. She's like one of the only characters that I've read so far that kind of feel like, there's some things wrong here. And she goes to some I forgot her name, but she goes to try to get some info and stuff. But yeah, all in all, it's been a really decent comic book. This cover is beautiful. I love. I'm a big fan of the sketch variants, and this one is really nice. I like all the colors. I mean, the lack of colors, and then you get the yellow Wonder Woman on top. So I'm up to 4 with Wonder Woman. Actually 5. I thought I'm up to. I actually haven't read these. I actually haven't read 3, 4, and 5 yet, so I can't say too much about those. But I actually was disappointed that it actually goes from 1, and then number 2 doesn't really have nothing to do with number 1. I don't know what happened. It's a little confusing. And then it goes back to the storyline where she was at. But not too bad. These are decent. I'm going to continue buying Wonder Woman titles. Teen Titans. I was not going to buy these, even though I was told, hey, this guy's hunting, you know, the person responsible. And I wasn't going to buy them. But then I read somewhere that, it started to unravel in in Titans. So I was like, oh, okay, let me read it. So I bought them. They're decent. Something happens. Yeah, some character says he took responsibility for sending him into that whatever he was in, that loop thing. Superman's, I'm up to 5 with Superman as well. As you can see, pretty awesome covers here as well. I definitely like the yellow background with the red, white, and blue. Well, the red and blue. Really nice looking cover. This one is really basic, but still to me looks really nice. Him just soaring to the clouds. And then here you got his son and the Eradicator. And this cover, I loved it because it reminds me of the older titles when Superman died and the 4 Supermans came to be. And this right here, this reminds me of Lord of the Rings, those dead people. So this storyline has been decent. It hasn't dealt too much with the Rebirth itself, but it's really decent. It's about Superman and his little son there, right there, and him learning how to use his powers and being, you know, trying to be a man. And then this guy comes and try to change it all up, and then battles happen and deaths happen, and boom, Superman. The Flash to me has been a bit disappointing. I haven't read anything in here that was mind blowing as of yet. These are all personal opinions, as you know. If you thought differently, then awesome for you. But for me, nothing really has kept me in Super Flash yet. I definitely gonna keep buying him though, because he is a big part of the Rebirth. But so far it hasn't thrilled me. But these are the covers that I got right here. Pretty cool cover there. Of course, this one going right through, probably the Speed Force right there, flashing right through. Pretty awesome covers. And then I think, which one is it? I think number 3 ends with a big boom, you know, oh my god. And then 4 and 5 just totally don't talk nothing about what happened in 3. So I'm guessing they skipped, you know, I don't know what happened, but I hate when they do that. I wanted to continue that story because it actually got me hooked on when I read number 3 at the end. It actually, oh, I'm excited to read number 4. And then I read number 4. It had nothing to do with number 3. And right there, he looks evil as hell, don't he? He looks like he's crazy. So nothing that amazing there, but you know, I'll keep reading that for now. Justice League. Justice League for me has been one of my favorites. And I actually was surprised about it because I didn't think Justice League would get me to buy even more Justice League. But this is, you can see, number 1. And I try to stick with the variant covers. I guess that's just me. But pretty cool covers though. And number 3. And for me, it's pretty cool because they're fighting these creatures. And they're just getting beat, man. These creatures are everywhere. They're taking over people's minds, and oh man, it's just some weird stuff happening in number 3, where these creatures are actually becoming beings. I mean, not creatures, the people are becoming these beings that look kind of like Dr. Manhattan. If you know what Dr. Manhattan looks like, they kind of turn like a giant creature that looks like Dr. Manhattan. It has a weird name, but they kind of look very similar to Dr. Manhattan. So very intriguing. I'm actually loving these Justice League. To me, this is like my second favorite series from Rebirth. I know there's a whole bunch of them that I still haven't read, but this one to me is like my second favorite so far. Now, as you can see, I left this one for last because this one is my favorite series so far from Rebirth. The Batman. This has been really good. As you can see, this one is the cover here. This is most of them are the variants. Pretty awesome cover there. And as you can see, Batman, Gotham, and Gotham Girl. And then they go together once again. Pretty awesome. I love that cover. This one's not so funny, but yeah, so like. And then as you can see, boom, Batman versus Gotham. And I don't know if I should say spoilers about this, but this is an awesome comic book right here, number 5. This is awesome. I would like to say more about it, but I don't want to spoil nobody's enjoyment from reading this. But definitely, if I was to recommend one Rebirth series, I would say go with Batman. This has been really good for me. I've been loving it. You know, the characters of Gotham and Gotham Girl, they went through their background story, how they became who they are, and stuff like that. Really awesome. I've been loving these Batman's comics. And then I just bought a bunch of random comic books. I always like to go with a couple randoms just for the heck of it. I go crazy and just start buying just brand new series, or I love buying number 1s. You know, as a comic book collector, I always get number 1s, and hopefully they draw me into a new series or a new character or a new storyline, and then I keep going from there. But I usually get most number 1s. And I got this one here, Edward Scissorhands, and I actually was pretty impressed by it. I like it. I like the drawing, the artwork inside. Pretty cool. If you like Edward Scissorhands, the movie, you'll definitely like this series. Pretty good so far. And you can see the covers are almost like a black and white. You do have a little color in the face there. A tiny bit of like a brown in the grass here, or the leaves, or whatever the heck that is. Edward Scissorhands number 2. Again, black and white, and it almost looks like it's made from like newspaper clippings. As you can see almost, I don't know if you could tell, it's hard to tell because of the glare, but it almost looks like it's a serial killer. You know, when a serial killer cuts these little different things from a newspaper and puts them together, that's what it looks like. It looks like these things were just put together and then printed on a printer to make a full cover. Pretty cool looking though. Edward Scissorhands number 3, and then this one does have color. And if you like Edward Scissorhands, totally get these. These are pretty cool to read. And this one right here, I actually missed out on The Walking Dead. When Walking Dead came out in comic book form, I wasn't collecting comic books. I had quit for a little while, but then I was able to get on these. This is the Empire of the Dead by George A. Romero, illustrated by Alex Maleev, and I was able to get 1 through 5, I think it is. So, and these actually are really good. If you like the Walking Dead comic books, these are definitely an awesome ones to get. I have been getting the Walking Dead in trade paperback, to catch up on the story. I know the show is great. I love the show. As you can see, if you look right here next to me, I actually do have Walking Dead, a lot of Walking Dead stuff there. And that's just the ones that are there. I have more Walking Dead stuff somewhere else. But yeah, I've been loving Walking Dead, and this comic book series is really good as well. So definitely check it out if you like zombie, if you like horror, if you like gore, if you like, you know, Walking Dead. Check out the Empire of the Dead. I don't know if they have it on trade paperback yet, but these, I got these from Graham Cracker Comics. I think that's where they had them available. I don't think they might be available anymore though. But of course, eBay for way more priced. But as you can see, really nice. Almost looks like he has a pet. I would say zombie, but he looks like he's intelligent. Ah, the head inside a basketball court. How can you go wrong with that? Really nice cover. Definitely loving it. Empire of the Dead. Little Confederate brawl. Riding a zombie. Well, a gigantic looking beast zombie. Awesome. Parental advisory. Not for kids. And definitely, yes, not for kids. So this has definitely got gore, got blood, guts, all that good stuff. So number 5. Really awesome. So like I said, definitely give this one a go if you like anything that has to do with horror, zombies. So here, these are older ones that I picked up from different comic book shops here and there. I definitely needed this one. I definitely wanted to add this one to my collection. This is Thor number 1. This is when the girl takes over the mantle of the Thor. Pretty awesome cover. I love this cover. Her eyes looking almost like black right there. Just looks sick. Love it. Angela number 1, Queen of Hell. This one I have not read yet. I have not read this one. I hope it's good. I like darker comic books. I like, you know, comic books about monsters and hell and zombies and blood and, you know, just adult comics. So definitely gotta read this one, and hopefully it is as good so I could keep going with the series. This is probably one of the only Marvels that I've bought that were recent from Civil War. No, that's not Civil War. Is it Civil War? I don't remember. But another thing that I like about the Rebirths is that they're $3. And like I said, Midtown sells them for $2.50 when Marvel is still selling their comic books for like $5. This one says $4.99 right there. Civil War number 0, the variant edition. So that's what this one is, as you can see right there. And you buy a comic book, then it has a bunch of ads in there. You know what I mean? You got, you know, right there ads, and you're paying $5 for just a few pages. You know, that's why I'm loving the DC Rebirth. They're a lot cheaper. They're only $3 if you go to a comic book store. But if you buy them from Midtown, they're only $2.50. So for the price of one Marvel, I could get 2 Rebirth. Civil War number 2, number 1, variant edition. I definitely had to get this one. I love this cover. I thought this cover was awesome. Wrong Civil War, honey. That's funny. And as you can see, she's ready for the old Civil War with a AR. So pretty awesome cover. Love it. And this one is another one that I have not read yet. These I have not read. A few of them these coming up. This is called The Devilers, I think it's called. From Dynamite Creators Unleashed, number 1. And again, as you can see, it's dark. It looks like it's about devils, and it looks like some demonic stuff going on in the cover. And this is the kind of stuff that I love. I love the darker stuff, so I'm excited to read this one as well. Hopefully it turns out good. If you guys know any of these comic books, definitely comment below. Let me know what you thought about the series of any of them. Rebirth, any Marvel that you're reading that's awesome. Definitely let me know about that. This is from IDW, The Squiddler. As you can see, it just looks weird. Sometimes I might buy a comic book just because it looks weird, to be honest. I'm just like, oh, that looks weird. And I'll just buy it. A lot of times it might disappoint me, and it might not. But this one's definitely, I have not read it yet. I don't know what it's about. I can't wait to try it out. The Squiddler. The Squiddler. The Squitter. The Squitter. This was one that I bought on impulse because, you know, I was reading a lot of good stuff about it. This is Spider-Man versus Deadpool number 1 first print. And I think they're up to like the 5th or 6th print, which is crazy. But yeah, guys, I have not read this, but I want to read it. I heard a lot of good things about it, and I was able to get this one on eBay for a really good price, and it even came with the poster. with the Deadpool versus Spider-Man poster, which how cool is that? So yeah, sold out at most comic book stores, but if you get lucky to get it, because this one's definitely, I've heard a lot of good things about it, and they're up to like 5th, 6th prints. So yeah, like I was saying, they're up to like 5th, 6th prints. So if you don't care about buying, you know, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th printings, then definitely get in and read it. This one right here is number 2. I do have number 1. I don't know where I left it at because I couldn't find it in my stack. But this is Impressed number 2. I do have number 1. I heard good things about this. I still have not read it. I think this is being made into a TV show or a movie, something similar. I forgot what it was, but excited to try it out. Hopefully I'll read it before the movie comes out, learn more about the characters. And then my last little pile here, I hit a pretty good jackpot because wait a second, what happened to the digital code time? I forgot. Boom, the Revenant. Let me focus it. Focus camera. There we go. The Revenant. Enjoy it. If you don't have it, enjoy it. If you haven't seen it, enjoy it. I actually love this movie. I thought this movie was really good. And the battle with the bear is sick. That battle with the bear is sick. And if you've seen this movie, let me know what you thought about that bear battle. I love that. It was so realistic too, man. Like that bear battle was so realistic. So yeah, guys, enjoy it. And definitely, please, guys, if you get it, comment below so others don't waste their time trying. Let's get to this stack. This stack is pretty cool because I don't know if you guys know about it, but Movie Stop and what is it? What's the other one? Hastings are closing, so they're selling all their stuff super cheap. Their movies, their toys, and their comic books. So I got these comic books at 80% off, and then you bought one, you got one free. So I got this whole stack. I bought it for like super cheap, 80% off for $6. You could do the math. They all got a tag. You can see how much I paid for them, and one of them, of course, is free. I bought one, got one free. So starting off with JSL, and I have not read this stack. This stack is fresh. I just bought this big stack. I just went crazy buying as many as I could, and I have not read these, so I don't know much about them. But I bought them because of the covers or because they were number 1s or something like similar like that. But if you know any of these, definitely comment below. Let me know what you think about them. This is JLA number 1 with Wonder Woman cover. Invisible Iron Man number 1. And remember, bought one for 80% off, got one free. So I got these either free or super cheap. So these are all a great deal that I was able to jump on from Go Hastings and Movie Stop. Invisible Iron Man number 1, the toy cover, pretty awesome. Invisible Iron Man number 1, the blank version. Ooh, cover. Swamp Thing. Why not? I remember watching the Swamp Thing movies and reading old Swamp Thing comic books. I thought it was lame, to be honest. And the movies are pretty sucky, but you know, it's something about Swamp Thing that I love. You know, so I was like, what? Swamp Thing number 1? Let's get it. So pretty cool cover there. Almost looks like the Hawk a little bit. If you take this off right here, almost looks like the Hawk. Harley Quinn and Power Girl number 1. $2.99, 80% off. So great deal on that. Awesome cartoony colorful cover. This is Iron Man number 258.1, as they state, 0.1. I don't know what the 0.1 actually means, but it's a 0.1. And this was $10. I got it for 80% off, so $2. So I got this one for $2. Pretty awesome seeing all the Iron Man suits. I always loved the Mark 7 the most. Invisible Iron Man number 1, a different cover. This one was not actually a part of this. As you can see, this one does not have the 79. This is one that I actually bought from a Midtown comic book for $20. I actually wanted to have this one because I thought it was a nice cover. It was just seeing her there, like, yes, I'm here. And the only thing that disappointed me is this little thing right here. Has like a little wet mark right there, and another little one right there. I didn't feel like going through the whole process of emailing them, trying to get my refund or get an exchange. I was like, man, whatever. I'm just gonna keep it. I'm not that big of a complainer. It's for me anyway. I don't plan on selling it anyway. So, right? Who cares if it's a little spot there? All right, give me a second. I had to plug in my camera. Dark Knight 3, The Master Race, Book 1. Look how sick Batman looks. He looks all thick and muscly and bloody. And maybe it's just me, but these guys, I don't know. I know it's the Batman faces, but it almost reminds me of Spawn. For some reason, I keep thinking, every time I look back there, I like Spawn or the clown from Spawn. I still have not read these. I've heard a lot of good things about the Master Race, and I still have not read those. All new Wolverine #1, $4.99, 80% off. Really good deal. I definitely wanted to get this cover. And as you can see, like look at the plastic is so dirty. Like they were just in a bin, thrown in a bin, man. I was like, man, I wish I had the money enough to buy the whole damn bin of comic books, but where would I put them all? Star Wars Shadowed Empire #1 variant edition, $5.99, 80% off or free. Because remember, it was buy one get one free. Black Canary #1. Pretty nice cover. This is Karnak #1. Oh, I love this cover. This cover is sweet. I actually do have Karnak #1, another variant edition that I actually paid regular price somewhere else. But this one is from my Movie Stop Go Hastings haul for 80% off. So pretty good deal there. This one was weird. I was like, what? Star Trek and Green Lantern crossover. The crossover event of 2015. I was like, what? I gotta find out how Star Trek and Green Lantern crossed over. So definitely had to pick this one up. Still have not read it. It's one of 6. So there's 6 total in this little series here of Star Trek and Green Lantern. This is another Justice League. As you can see, I do have a few different covers. Plus the one that I showed you in the beginning. There's also another Justice League. These are all #1 different covers. For, what was it? 80% off. Trust me, I'll take all those covers. I'll take them all. Lando #1. I still have not read this one. I did read a few other of the Star Wars one. This one I have not read, but I'm excited. $3.99, 80% off or free. Planet of the Apes. I love Planet of the Apes. I love the original TV series. I love the original movies. I love the newer movies. Man, everything with Planet of the Apes is just, I don't know, there's something about it that I just love. This one was 99 cents, 80% off. So I got it for like, what, 20 cents, 10 cents. So great deal on that one. Why not pick it up, right? Boom, #1, Planet of the Apes special. All new X-Men #1, $3.99. Captain Universe Daredevil #1. Sensory Overload. What happens when the Unipower bonds with Matt Murdock? The answer will shock you in Sensory Overload. Princess Leia #1. This is the variant cover. This was $15, minus 80% off. So, you know, a couple bucks. Not too bad. Love the cover. I love the black and white. I see R2 and C3PO. Princess Leia looking all sexy there. Beautiful. Love this cover. Another Invisible Iron Man variant cover. And Captain Marvel #1. Pretty nice cover. This was $3.99. Again, it was either free or I paid a 80% off. And here goes the Black Mask code, guys. Boom. Get it. Got it. Hurry up. Let me focus it. Let me focus. Let me focus. Focus, camera. So yeah, guys, definitely subscribe to this channel. I will be doing a monthly comic book haul video every month. Of course, it's monthly. So I'm going to do a monthly comic book video. I'm going to be doing more movie unboxings and giving away more digital codes. And like I said, you know, whenever I have extras, I will be giving things away. Like if I do a unboxing for a minis case, any leftover minis, any copies, I will be giving those away as well. So I'm gonna try to give you guys as many things as I can. So Definitely subscribe to this channel. Comment. Let me know what comic book series you're reading right now. Which one you think is the best from the Rebirth, from Marvel. Definitely just comment. Comment. Movies. Comment about toys. Comment about video games. Comment about anything you want that's nerdy. Let's do it. Alright, guys. Hopefully somebody got the codes. Enjoy them. Worship them. Love them. Hold them. Kiss them. Love them. Squeeze them. And I'll see you guys next time on the next unboxing video, which I think the next unboxing video will be a movie. I think the next movie coming out is Civil War Captain America. And if I do get me a special edition to that, I will be coming back here giving you guys the code and unboxing that movie. So subscribe, comment, share. Adios. Bye-bye, guys.